So we got another monitor over here. Another gaming monitor. But I don't even game. Everyone, Byron here, and today we ordered something from PCHub over at Gilmore. If you're not from the Philippines, Gilmore is basically this place where you can get all of your computer stuff at a reasonable price. And if you're from the Philippines, you must have seen from everywhere that PCHub is overflowing with people right now since everyone probably needs an online setup at home. So this monitor was ordered through their Facebook page, and we did the payment online, then scheduled it for a quick pickup through Grab. I think this was all done within 3 days. So that's crazy. Alright, right off the bat, you can see that this is a gaming monitor. Let's check out the box because I always appreciate the box designs. So over here, we have a glossy sticker-like finish of TUF Gaming here on the side in silver. And the picture of the monitor here on the front. Alright, so here on the right side of the box, we see all of the specs that this monitor has. So 165Hz refresh rate, IPS panel, 1 millisecond response time, the famous eLMB sync, which we'll talk about later, which is super special just for this monitor. We have the NVIDIA G-Sync, and this monitor has WQHD, which basically means 2560 by 1440. Alright, so the other stuff are basically just the features of the monitor, like the swivel, HDR, and the non-flicker. On the back, we see exactly the same thing as the front of the monitor. So this monitor sounds perfect for gaming, but I don't know if you guys know, I'm not a hardcore gamer. However, it's nice to know that I have all of those features that I mentioned earlier so that I can jump on that PC build ship anytime. I guess it's time to unbox this monitor. Small lang. So let's put this box aside. Alright, so we got the box out. Now we're left with this styrofoam casing. First, manuals that we never read. Let's put that aside. So this is the power cable. Alright, then we got a DisplayPort cable over here. One last. Oh, they gave a free HDMI cable. Well, it ain't actually free because the monitor, you paid for the monitor. Nothing in life comes for free. Alright, so this, whoa, this is heavy. So this is the monitor stand. So let's sneak a peek. So this is the TUF Gaming monitor stand, and it's got some weight into it actually. Down here, we see that there's an NVIDIA G-Sync written down and a TUF Gaming on the bottom left. We also see some red accent, which makes it look cool. It sort of looks like some Iron Man sort of thing. Now time for the main event. It's not gonna open right. Alright, I'm not sure if I'm in frame or if you guys can see me here. The thing about unboxing monitors is that it's so hard to fit into the frame. And it's so hard to guess whether you're on the top or the bottom. But for this case, I see that it actually says that this is the top part of the monitor. That's why we had to switch it around. So let's pull this out. Ooh. So now that we got the monitor out, this is the 27-inch monitor by ASUS TUF Gaming. The build is in plastic, but don't get me wrong, it doesn't look so cheap. So on the back, let's appreciate the design here. Oh wow, there's actually a bunch of trash here. So it's kind of getting messy here, but let's clean that up later once we've assembled this monitor. Let's appreciate the design on the vents of this thing because it looks so clean. It really gives off some strong gaming look. For the bezels, it just looks like normal bezels to me. So this monitor is actually super special in terms of adjustability. As we saw from the box earlier, this can be adjusted in so many ways, so let's check that out later. So that's solid for like when you're coding or something, or you just have a lot of tabs open in portrait mode. Alright, now let's talk ports. We have 2 HDMI ports, 1 DisplayPort, 1 headphone jack, and 1 power input. Alright, so that's it for the ports. I think this isn't the best when it comes to ports, but it will surely get the job done. So let's put this on the arm already because it's getting really heavy. So now that we cleaned up, we only have the essentials, the cords, the monitor, and the manual that we might use. So for the gamers out there, once again, this is NVIDIA GeForce compatible. So you can use those NVIDIA GTX or RTX video cards. You can maximize those video cards here. But yes, this monitor is actually super special because of the ELMB sync, which basically stands for Extreme Low Motion Blur. I did my research and I saw that this is really noticeable only when you're gaming. If I remember correctly, this resolves a bunch of issues when it comes to ghosting and motion blur. And I found it super duper hard to understand, but I did find this video that was super helpful in explaining this special feature, and I'll leave it down in the description below if you actually want to know more about it. But if you don't want to check it out, he basically just tells you that this monitor allows for both adaptive sync and ELMB sync at the same time, which provides an overall better gaming experience. If you're like me who doesn't like gaming as much, then this might not be the best of buys. But if you do game and you do intend to use it for online classes or work from home, then grab this monitor since it will perform best when it's used for gaming. As mentioned earlier, this would be cool to have as a side monitor. So yeah, this is portrait mode. So for the gamers, the coders, the streamers out there, let's say when you're coding and you just have this on the side specifically for your code. So this monitor is actually an IPS panel with adaptive sync. It has a 2560 by 1440 monitor display, but not 4K. But that's not bad at this price range. And this has a refresh rate of 144Hz, but it can easily be upscaled to 165Hz. However, I will not get to try that out since I'm just on my MacBook that's capped at 60Hz if I remember correctly. So let's test this out on my MacBook already since I want to see this IPS panel out. So since we're trying to do a quick review on this monitor, I tried it out for an hour or so. Just tried out my usual day in the life when I'm working. And I've got to say that this monitor is really functional if you're not gonna use it for gaming. The colors are really bright. I mean, it got me the moment that I opened the monitor. I don't know if my camera can do justice, but the colors on this thing's really poppin', and it's really so near the colors of my MacBook already, which I actually love. I'm not so particular when it comes to color grading, but I guess the IPS panel over here is really doing its magic. So this is perfect when you're photoshopping, video editing, or even just watching some quality videos on Netflix. I think the colors will be really accurate when it comes to that. Yeah, so if you know me, I'm big on productivity, and with all of these swivel functions and how the monitor is so adjustable, like it can go really low or it can go like on portrait mode like you guys saw earlier. I'm just a big fan of it when it comes to that. So over here on the top, we see that it says TUF Gaming VG27AQ and all of the specs that you're expected to see when you're gaming. So this was bought from PCHub at 19,990, just a little under 20,000 pesos, and it's really one of the best budget gaming monitors. Yup, I know that there are a lot of options, but ASUS is already a well-known brand when it comes to gaming, and this monitor just gets the job done in terms of performance. So I guess this video is cut short since we didn't get to try any of those gaming stuff. Maybe I should really get into gaming soon. Anyways, if you like this video, give me a like, hit that subscribe button, then ring that notification bell for tech videos weekly, and I'll see you in the next one.